on time. It takes a godly person to go and show your neighbor some love. Even when you know they've been talking about you. Even when you can see them being fake and phony. It takes godliness in a person to be able to bless God at all times and allow his praises to continually be in their mouth. Somebody said, preach, pastor, preach. So we deal with the ungodly. The next characteristic that he deals with is the sinners. Notice there's a difference between ungodly and sinners. Sinners in the Hebrew word is chatim, which means chata, the Hebrew word chata, to miss the mark. That's what it means, to miss the mark. To miss the mark. To pass over the prohibited limits. To pass over the prohibited limits. Sinner is somebody who found God and then left God. Sinners is closely related to the backslider. The backslider is a sinner and the sinner is a backslider. What happened to you, pastor? That sounds okay, but give me some more. I'm glad you asked for it. Here it goes. The sinner now, watch this, have heard about this Christ. They have heard about this God. And they have at some point been touched by him. And then they fail, watch this, they fail to make the decision consciously to sell out to this Christ. What I mean is this: how many times have God revealed himself to you, but yet you still won't serve him with your whole heart? I'm gonna come up your avenue in one moment. Just be patient. Yes. How many times have God proved himself to be in your corner and you fail to meditate in the book day and night? How many times have God healed your body and you still fail to give him praise? How many times have God given you some unexpected miracle of blessing and you still fail to give him the glory? You still fail to stop their wicked ways, to turn from your wicked ways, to stop lying and cheating, to stop gambling, to stop committing those fornication and adultery, to stop that backbiting and bitterness and hatred. How many times have God showed up in the midnight hour? I know you heard Fred Hammond, late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around. How many times did he show up in the late midnight hour and turn it around? And you still fail to sell out to the word, to sell out, to go and witness on the corner. This Jesus has changed my life forever. And if you allow him to change your life, you will see what I mean. Happy is the man who finds God. So we deal with it from this perspective. He says, blessed is the man who walketh not. Let's go to the text here. Who walks not in the step with the wicked, or stand in the way that sinners take, or sit in the company of mockers. Stand in the way that sinners take. I said it once and I'll say it again till Jesus come. The world is learning how to sin by watching the church. The world is learning how to disrespect God by watching the church. The world is learning how to not reverence God by watching the church. The world is learning how not to obey God by watching the church. Won't you nudge your neighbor and say, is that you? Is the world looking at your life? Are you turning them away from God, or are you leading them to God? I feel my help here now. What are you